Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bluebird and Bee Tarot. I am Melanie, and I am so happy that you are here today so that we can look into this topic together of, is this person your twin flame? Is this a twin flame connection? And I'm going to start off by saying, which might be sort of a counterintuitive or ironic thing to say considering the topic of the reading, but I do actually believe that only the people in the connection can know for sure if it's a twin flame connection. So I'm really just going to be looking for, are there indicators that are coming out in this reading of it being a twin flame connection? Just like with any reading, this is a take it as it resonates kind of scenario. This would just be for you to have, verification or validation of the things that you're already feeling, or to give you food for thought as you consider this question for yourself. It is not really within my power to say, in a sort of concrete way, whether or not this is a twin flame connection. I just want to give you a little bit of insight that I'm channeling from spirit. So we have 3 piles to choose from today. The first pile is the torch. Thought that was sort of apropos to the topic. Then we have the heart. Again, pretty on point with the topic. And then we have the chalice, which of course in tarot, cups represent love and emotion. So you can definitely be drawn to more than one pile. More than one pile could have messages for you. It could also be a situation where you are one pile, your person is another pile, that kind of thing. So take a moment. See which pile or piles you are drawn to. If the time that I give on the video here is not enough, you can definitely pause the video and then move on to the pile when you are ready. The timestamps are in the description below, and I will meet you at your pile. Hello, pile 1. If you chose the torch card, you have arrived at your reading. So yes, let's take a look. Spirit, tell me about pile 1 and their person. Tell me about the soul connection here. Tell me about if this is a twin flame connection. Tell me the story of pile 1 and their person, please. Okay, so this is really beautiful. So I will say no strong indications of whether this is a twin flame connection yet, but definite higher level soulmate, definite long-term partner, life partner potential here. I'm noticing, if children are in your future, this could be the person that you are meant to have children with. This could also be someone that you already have children with stork coming out here. Also, just on a more metaphorical, energetic level, the stork can represent, that the two of you create something together. When your energies get together, you create something brand new that you introduce into the world. The grass is really a strong green color here, which is a really similar color of green as this peridot. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So this is a love crystal card. So the crystal is peridot. The energies are renewal of interest, playful flirtation, and loving contentment. So this could definitely be an ex, like for instance, maybe it is your previous partner that you do have children with, and this is someone that you are meant to experience reunion with. And the strongest energy coming out here for me is a very like peaceful, joyful home life. This card says rose without thorns, joy, peace, sweetness of life. So yeah, there is, and I mean, honestly, if I'm going to be like fully honest, this does give me more like soulmate vibes versus twin flame vibes, because soulmates tend to be more peaceful, like more settled, more more like comforting, more nurturing types of connections versus twin flames, which tend to be extremely intense, and the purpose being that you're constantly like triggering new areas for growth in one another. And it's sort of like the highs are higher than you've ever experienced, but again, the lows are also lower than you've ever experienced. So, oh, and I actually just noticed that the green actually follows through onto this rose without thorns card is largely pink, but there is some green sort of foliage energy up here in the top corner. So yeah, this heart chakra energy just really flows through all of the oracle cards. Yeah, so I would say as it stands right now, we'll find out more in the tarot here, but as it stands right now, this is striking me more as just like the most beautiful soulmate connection. Not necessarily twin flame, but just a soul connection of really unparalleled peace and joy and beauty. Oh, I love this. We got the Knight of Cups is the first tarot card to come out. And then on the Paradox card, we got Playful Flirtation, which is such a Knight of Cups thing. I love that. Yeah, I just saw this image of like an older couple, like 85, 90 years old, just like strolling around, holding hands, maybe a drink in the other hand, or even like an ice cream cone, just kind of maybe strolling down a little quaint downtown area and just like laughing and having like little naughty mischief twinkle in their eye kind of banter. And yeah, this strikes me as that kind of connection. Like you never outgrow the flirting. You're always flirting. It's always playful. You're always laughing. Oh, I love this connection. I want this connection. Oh, pile one. This is so beautiful. Oh, I love the Judgment card here too, because yeah, really long-term connections, they are so much about choices. Choices that you make, big choices you make to be together and stay together, but the little choices you make every single day to support those big choices. Yes, the Four of Swords. Oh my God, yes. So that is healing energy. That is so beautiful. This feels like a very healing connection to me. It feels, yeah, like, I mean, there's so much green energy here with the heart chakra, so this would be a very heart healing energy. Yeah, I feel like even this is a connection where it's possible that both of you have come from really traumatic childhood backgrounds, and that your energies, you're so gentle and so sweet with each other that you just heal one another really beautifully. And I think that just like with this Judgment card, like it's decisions that the two of you have made before you even get together, like healthy decisions, decisions to heal yourself that make it possible for the two of you to come together and then be so sweet and kind and gentle to each other that you also heal each other. Yeah, exactly. With the Five of Cups. So yeah, that's so interesting that I was just talking about coming from a background where, yeah, I think that a lot of your love has been spilled out. And I feel like a lot of your love in the past has not just been spilled out, but that other people have like sort of intentionally knocked your cup over and then not shown any care or regard for how hurtful it is for you to sit here and watch all of your love just be spilled on the desert ground and evaporate. And yeah, that's a syndrome. I call that grenade syndrome because it's like when someone throws a grenade in your lap and then judges you for how you handle the explosion. I think that that is something that both of you have probably experienced in the past, is someone has just come in and like knocked over all your cups and then sort of stood back and just judged you for the way that you have emotionally handled the fallout of that. And yes, this connection is a connection that I think is going to bring so much healing. And this strikes me as a connection that you might already be in as well. Obviously, this is a reading for the collective, so that's nothing that I say in terms of details is going to be broadly true across the board. But I feel this connection feels to me like there is a strong possibility that it's not like a future connection or what might happen with this person for a more significant number of people watching this, but you're looking into it for a connection that you're already in. Oh, this is very beautiful, pile one. So beautiful. Yeah, okay. And with the Tower coming out here, I think that, yeah, I'm tying this so much back into Judgment because this is reminding me of a lyric. It's one of my favorite lyrics that to me really says what real love is, which is, it's from the Ray LaMontagne song Shelter that says, "Listen, when all of this around us will fall over, I tell you what we're going to do. You will shelter me, my love, and I will shelter you." And I think that's what this connection, wow, I'm getting all choked up. That's what this connection is, pile one. The two of you love each other, yes, absolutely, but you have also made a decision and a commitment that it doesn't matter what comes your way. It doesn't matter what comes against you. It doesn't matter if the whole world is falling apart around you. The decision and the commitment that you've made to one another is that you are going to shelter each other. And I think that you both take that commitment so seriously. And this is rare. Like, I don't necessarily know if this is a twin flame connection, to be honest with you. And like I said in the Oracle cards, if I were to have to make a guess, it feels more like a soulmate connection to me. However, that doesn't make it any less precious or any less rare. Like, honestly, this energy is so beautiful, pile one. Like, you have really hit the jackpot here. This is a true blessing. Okay. Oh, look. Yeah. It's a K, not a C, but first 4 letters up here spell calm, like phonetically, they spell calm. Absolutely. This is a connection that brings peace. This is a connection that brings so much peace. It's a healing balm. It is absolutely a healing balm. We've got a K and a K here. That is matched pair energy. Anytime 2 letters come out the same, I look at that as being matched pair energy. We've got G, J, R, and Z. Oh, we've got A to Z. Yeah, the 2 of you are everything to each other. You are absolutely everything to each other. Yeah, oh, we've got arm. Yeah, arm. Like that to me is just, you know, the comfort and the peace that comes from someone holding you in their arms. I think that is the representative feeling of this connection. Okay, so we've got 1, 4, 6, 9, and 6. So we got 60. We got matched pair also in numbers. We've got a matched pair energy in letters and a matched pair energy in numbers. Okay, so we've got Leo, Taurus, and Virgo. Oh, 2. Yeah, so we've got 2 earth signs here. Very, very solid, very comforting. Yeah, Taurus especially is all about being incredibly comforting. Okay, so we've got pine cone here. So Christmas could be a significant period of time. We've got a feather here. Yeah, this is a connection where the 2 of you have a gentle touch with one another. Okay, we've got the Colosseum. So there could be some competition. And that goes back to that Judgment card as well. Like, yeah, that there could have been competition for your attention and for your person's attention, and yet the 2 of you chose each other. And that is significant. We've got a bear, so that is very protective energy. And I think that really goes along with a lot of the feelings that I was channeling through this connection, which is feeling safe, feeling comforted, feeling cherished and protected. Ooh, we've got 2 different butterflies. So again, matched pair energy. But also the butterfly is pretty much the strongest symbol of transformation that exists. So that's very beautiful. Is just, yeah, this is a connection that is going to allow the both of you to transform into something much more beautiful and much more delicate, because you don't need to be as self-protective because you have the other person who is on your side and protecting you. With the owl, I feel like the 2 of you are in a position to impart wisdom to one another, but I feel like you're going to grow to a point where you're experiencing much more wisdom coming from you as well as being imparted to you by the other person. And finally, with this turtle charm, I feel like that is spirit saying, if this is a connection that spends a long time in the friendship phase before it levels up, that's fine. That's time well spent. If this is a connection that moves pretty slowly from this Knight of Cups flirty phase into the more committed phase, again, that's absolutely fine. That is time well spent. Don't overthink it. Don't get so anxious for what it's going to develop into that you fail to enjoy what it currently is. If it moves slowly, just relax and enjoy the slow progression because that's what it needs to be. Alrighty, so that is what I have for you, pile one. And honestly, I know most people would be attracted to this video because of the idea that they're hoping that it's going to come out that this is their twin flame. But I will be honest with you, this to me is just as good, if not better. Like, you will, I would say, on balance, have an overall significantly happier, like more safe, more content life in a connection like this than you would in a sort of classic twin flame dynamic. So I would say, just like with this turtle, how Spirit is encouraging you to just sort of relax and enjoy it for what it is, I would say the same thing about what the connection is as much as the speed that it moves. Just like I said earlier, you have hit the jackpot here. This is one of the most beautiful energies I've ever channeled as far as a connection. So I would say enjoy it for what it is and don't worry about what the labels call it. You are so loved and cherished in this connection, and that is beautiful. So that is what I have for you, pile one. I would love it if you would like this video, subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this, leave a comment and let me know how it resonated. I love to interact, but all of those things really help the channel to grow, help the videos to spread, and I appreciate it more than you can imagine. And if you would like to connect for a personal reading, instructions are in the description. But what I really would like to express, what I want to leave this video on is, I am proud of you. You matter. You are loved. You are worthy, and you are enough. Okay, bye, pile one. Hello, pile two. If you chose the heart, you have arrived at your reading. So let's dive in. Let's see. Spirit, tell me about pile two and their person. Tell me about what this connection is like. Tell me about what pile two needs to know. And tell me if this is a twin flame connection in your view, Spirit. Okay, so I will say that I think that there is ample symbolism here to indicate that this very well could be a twin flame connection. And so let me go through what I'm seeing that makes me say that. So we've got the sun here, then we've got lepidolite, enhancing attraction, healing breakups, finding a healthy balance. Then we've got come to me, attracting like a rose, receive, desire. So first of all, with the sun energy, that is ultimate bliss, ultimate happiness, just satisfaction, the highest of the highs. And that is something that twin flame connections are known for, is these really kind of intoxicating, intense highs. Like you feel like you've never even known happiness before when you meet your twin, when you come into one another's energy. Also, the sun itself is this gigantic burning flame, this burning ball of gas. So that is, very much like fire flame imagery. With lepidolite, the idea of finding a healthy balance. So that is something that is often also talked about within the symbolism of twin flames, is its yin-yang energy, that you are like quite literally made to complete one another because you are twin flames. You are a soul that has been split and meant to find each other. And then with come to me, we've got attracting like a rose. And so that is very divine feminine energy. We don't chase, we attract. And with receiving is also very divine feminine energy. And then desire. So like I said, there is a lot of symbolism here that fits in with the very classic twin flame dynamic. But I will also say that, there's a lot of symbolism that surrounds a twin flame journey that is also about sort of the dark side of twin flames, like the challenging period of twin flames. And all of the energies that have come out here are about union and about balance and about, being in union with your twin when you have both found that balance and you are really like where we all kind of want to be on the twin flame journey. So I feel like that is very encouraging that, whether you are in union now or not, the emphasis here in the symbolism is on union, is on healthy union. So if that is not your current situation, I feel like there is ample encouragement here that it soon could be. Okay, tell me more. Tell me more, Spirit. Okay, I love that the Page of Cups came out right on top of this sun energy, because the Page of Cups is this sort of wonder-infused, awestruck, exploratory, kind of curious energy that is very much like walking out into the sun on, the first warm, bright day of spring and just being infused with that joyful energy that really comes from seeing the sun after it's, to quote the Beatles, been a long, cold, lonely winter. And that is what I feel like the feeling of this connection is. Okay, hello, Ten of Cups. That is really beautiful. So, the Ten of Cups, I feel like also is very on point with that coming out right on top of the sun energy, because the Ten of Cups, it really means domestic bliss. It means, happiness in the home. And so also with this really strong image of a family here, like this is giving me vacation vibes, honestly. They're swimming in the ocean. So this could be a person that you have a family with or that you foresee having a family with. Yeah, and also you might be a travel family. You might really both enjoy traveling, get a lot out of traveling. That would really jibe with a strong Page of Cups energy as well, because that is its curiosity, exploring, approaching the world with wonder. And that really, at least in the best travel scenarios, all of those things are infused into your travel. Okay, come on now, Two of Cups. Yes, thank you very much. I mean, honestly, like I said in the introduction, I do feel like it is really up to the people within the connection to make the real determination about whether this is a twin flame connection or not. But I will say, like, if you also feel that this is a twin flame connection, but what you are wondering about or waiting about is union, like when will we achieve healthy union? I feel like this is a very encouraging reading for you, because there is ample symbolism here about enjoying the world together, exploring the world together, sharing your love, viewing the world through the lens of your love. I mean, interestingly, we get the Ten of Wands here, which honestly kind of lends itself for me to believe that this is genuinely twin flame as well, because it's like, well, we can't have a rose without thorns, can we? Not when it's twin flame. So yeah, there are times when the burden and responsibility of such an intense, powerful connection is going to rear its ugly head. Like, it's, again, highest highs, lowest lows. That's the essence of twin flame, in my opinion. Yeah, and with the moon here, well, first of all, I feel like that is indicative of the idea that you can never really fully have like a really solid handle on a twin flame connection. You know, life is capricious and exponentially so when you're in a twin flame connection. They are combustible. They are unpredictable. But also for me, the moon has a lot to say about communication, and how sometimes even when we feel like we're communicating clearly, our communication is somewhat shrouded in mystery when it comes to how the other person is receiving it. So I feel like this could also be a heads up from Spirit that you can head off a lot of this burden, a lot of this capricious nature of, excuse me, hiccup. Yeah, you can head off a lot of hiccups that might arise in your journey by focusing right from the beginning, right when you're in this initial honeymoon phase, this Page of Cups, 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups. You know, that's interesting because I did say I got vacation vibes from this 10 of Cups card, and then I just described this as the honeymoon phase. So yeah, when you are in these early stages, when it feels like life is beautiful, nothing could ever destroy the bloom of happiness, this sun energy, the clouds could never roll in. Just, you know, have your head about you enough, maintain enough like grounded reason to understand that this is the best time to build a strong foundation of clear communication habits, and it's going to save you a lot of pain later on. Alrighty, let's get some letters and charms. So pile 2, I will say that if you're enjoying this reading, I would love it if you would give the video a like. That really helps it spread. I appreciate it so much. If you'd like to see more readings like this, I would love it if you would subscribe, even put the bell notification on so you can be notified every time I post. If this is resonating with you, I would love it if you would comment below. I love to interact with people. Yeah, all of those things helps the channel to grow, helps the videos to spread, and like I said, I appreciate it so much more than I could ever adequately express. And also, if you would like to connect with me for a personal reading, the instructions are in the description below. Okay. Okay, so we have Q, B. Oh, that makes me think of quarterback. So yeah, football, like maybe the two of you connected over football. Maybe one of you is a very ardent football fan. We have P, U. Okay, P-U-N. So maybe one of you has sort of a corny sense of humor. Oh, and then we have a G, so P-U-G. Could be dog lovers as well, especially like little adorable stubborn dogs like pugs. Okay, then we have an A. So with Pan, like there could definitely be some LGBTQIA plus energy going on here. Let's see, what else? Oh, NUP, short for nuptials. So yeah, 10 of Cups. Definite marriage material, pile 2. Love to see it. If marriage is something you believe in, if that's something you consider to be in the cards for you. Okay, so we have 5, 6, 6. Okay, matched pair energy. 1 and 2. Oh, interesting that except for the extra 6 that makes a double of the 6 and 6, we have 2 pairs of numbers that go in progression. 1, 2, 5, 6. So yeah, that's definitely giving me the idea of a very step-by-step progression here. Okay, so we've got Virgo, Taurus. Ooh, Virgo and Taurus were 2 of the signs that came out in pile 1. So pile 1 might have messages for you. Yeah, earth sign, very like stable, awesome energy. Pisces, ooh, earth and water, classic good pairing. And Virgo, so again, matched pair energy. Love that. Yeah, so with the anchor charm here, that is very much like once you are aware of this connection, you're not going to want to drop anchor anywhere else, pile 2. Which is not to say that once people have discovered their twin flame, they can never find happiness with a soulmate after that. It happens all the time. So if union seems far away on the horizon, don't despair of finding happiness. But I will say that is something that is very common with twin flames, is just after you have discovered your twin flame and you know what that twin flame energy feels like, it is very difficult to get yourself excited about a new connection. That's a really common thing to feel. Okay, so then we have this coin that is very reminiscent of like a protective charm, like a religious charm that you would, like an amulet that you would wear around your neck. So the idea of this being a connection that is, yeah, something to be protected, something to be treasured. Then we have princess. So yeah, depending on the gender of your person and the gender of you. So either this person treats you like a princess, you treat them like a princess. Again, that is very tied in with the idea of protectiveness. Yeah, we have this, we have the love charm that is the heart. And I love that because the heart was the marker for this pile. Okay, yeah, so we have an elephant here. So I do think that that is representative of how big and powerful this connection is. You can't ignore it, like the elephant in the room, but there's also the idea of an elephant never forgets, which really ties in with the anchor. Like, yeah, once you have come in contact with your twin, like, you are changed. It's not something that you're going to forget in terms of, like, quote, get over. If union is not going to be in the cards, of course you can move forward. Of course you can find a happy life, but you're never going to forget. You're never going to be unchanged. You're never going to go back to the way that you were before. And then finally, with this soaring bird, this flying bird, that to me is really representative of the kind of expanded perspective that you have enjoyed since meeting this person. I feel like it has really opened up broader horizons and made you see life in a much more expansive way, see the possibilities that exist in life in a much more expansive way than you ever did before. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Pile 2. Again, if you liked this reading, if you would like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment below how it resonated or what the details of your connection are. Again, I appreciate those things more than I could ever really tell you. It helps support the channel. It helps it to grow, helps the video to spread. And if you would like to connect with me for a personal reading, the instructions are down below. But what I really want to say, what I want to leave you with, Pile 2, is that I am proud of you. You matter, you are loved, you are worthy, and you are enough. Okay, bye, Pile 2. Hello, Pile 3. If you chose the chalice, then you have arrived at your reading. So let's dive into it. So, Spirit, tell me the story of Pile 3 and their person. Is this person their twin flame? What do they need to know about this person? Okay, 2 really popped out here in both. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is reminding me a bit of Pile 1 because we have a really strong green, lush base on the Lenormand card here. And then we have crystals, which are really strong green heart chakra energy. So here, I'm going to reposition these so we can see the words on both of them. Don't love that because I want to also see the crystals. Yeah, let's put them like this. We'll put them like this. Okay. Okay, and then, so there might also be some connection to Pile 2 if you were drawn to Pile 2 as well, because we have the sun came out in this Rose Oracle deck, and in Pile 2, the sun was the Lenormand card that came out. So here we have Clover, then we have Ruby Zoisite. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I don't really know. Feeling secure, satisfaction in love, building a bond. Then we've got Fluorite, confidence in love, loving yourself, emotional release. And then we have the sun, which is joy, fun, life force, success, and play. So I will say this, Pile 3, I feel like there are not a whole lot of specific indicators for this to be a twin flame connection, but the energy feels to me like it's a possibility that it could be. It also could just be a very powerful soulmate connection. But so I feel like this to me, at least just with the input of the oracle cards right now, is out of all three piles the most like a wobbler. Like it might be, it might not be. Pile 1 felt very soulmatey to me. Pile 2 felt very twin flamey to me. This feels like a strong possibility. That's kind of where I'm at with it right now. Possibly we will get more clarity as the tarot cards come out. But I will say just a description from the oracle cards of this connection is, again, so beautiful. It's about being really blessed, really fortunate that this person came into your life. And I feel like that's a mutual energy. This person feels the exact same way. Yeah, and this to me is also a very secure connection. You can, like, because look, feeling secure, and then on fluorite, the top energy is confidence. You can feel secure in this connection. You can feel confident in this bond. You don't have to doubt it at all. Yeah, you and this person are ride or die. And once that is established, once that commitment is established, you will be able to feel that deep inside, that the loyalty here is really unparalleled. And the happiness as well. I feel like you feel a sense of almost giddiness in this connection that I think has escaped you in other connections previously. And it is very sustaining. Yeah, I feel like this connection is very life affirming, very life giving. And it is sustaining. Like it's striking me as like you breathe it. It's food, it's water, it's something that gives you life. Yes, with the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is one of the strongest friendship cards in the deck. And I feel like that is really a strong foundation of this connection, is just that soul rapport that the two of you have. That, that feeling very soon after meeting, if not the instant that you meet, that where your soul recognizes their soul and is like, oh, I know you. Like, this is not the first incarnation that we've done this little dance in. Like, this has happened so many times before. Yeah, this is such a strong soul bond. Okay, hello Four of Wands, hello wedding card, hello commitment, hello forever. Yeah, that is absolutely, this is like the most secure. You do not have to doubt this connection. You know that you can depend on this person. It's not even a question. I gotta say, like, this has been a really beautiful set of energies. They've been different. It sounds weird to say because all of them have come out with such really positive, really happy, really beautiful components and energies to them, but yet they all have been different. They've all had a different flavor and a different feel. But man, they've all just been beautiful. And the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups, which also came out in, hello ADHD, I don't remember, one of the other piles. I remember it came out second. I can see it in the spread, but I don't remember which pile it was. Yeah, this is so interesting that there have been strong ties to pile 1 and pile 2 here. And I gotta say, the energy feels in some ways like it is falling between pile 1 and pile 2 on the progression of, is this soulmate or is this twin flame? Oh, interesting that the Hermit came out, because in the letters and charms portion of both of the other readings, Virgo came out in the zodiac signs. Yeah, so with the Two of Swords, I feel like this is an opposites attract situation. So with the Hermit representing sort of like a very strong earth sign, like, I mean, all the earth signs are pretty earthy, but Virgo is like very, very earth signy. Yeah, so water and earth are two sort of opposites attract, kind of classic soulmate, classic pairing energies. So you might be a water sign or have water really prominently in your chart. Yeah, and I also feel the way that the arms are positioned with the swords kind of heading off of the card on both of these sides here on the Two of Swords card, it almost strikes me like a tug of war. So I do think that there is going to be a sort of balancing of the two of your energies throughout the course of your relationship. And the compromise that is reached between the balancing of these two very opposite energies is going to arrive at something that is so much more beautiful, so much more nourishing, so much more life-giving than would have ever been arrived at on your own or with someone who already has a thought process and a problem-solving process that is very much like your own. Also, one thing about the Hermit too is spiritual ascension, like coming out of the dark because you've seen the light. So, you know, in the sort of pro-con checklist of, is this a twin flame? I would say spiritual ascension would be a mark in favor of yes, twin flame. Yeah, honestly, I will say the same thing that I said for pile 1. Although pile 1 felt much more to me like strongly soulmate, not necessarily twin flame. This really feels like there are gonna be people in the collective for which this is your twin flame, and there are gonna be people for which it's soulmate. This feels like a pretty even split to me, but I feel like this message applies to both groups is, don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about what you call this connection. It's so beautiful. Just like with the very first card that came out in this pile, the clover. Just don't focus so much on what to call it. Just focus on how blessed you are to have it in your life, because it's truly beautiful. It's truly life-giving. And yeah, I think that if both of you, it would be very easy to start focusing on the differences here in this opposites attract scenario. But I think if both of you make the decision and make the commitment just to focus on the blessing of each other and how like truly, truly fortunate you are to have one another, that's going to be the key. That's going to be the key to a happy life. Not even just a happy life, an ecstatic life. All right, let's get some letters and charms. So pile 3, if you are enjoying this reading, I would love it if you would give the video a like. That really helps it to spread, and I appreciate that so much. Also, if you are enjoying this reading and you'd like to see more like this, I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel, even put on the bell notification so you can get notified when new videos are posted. If you would like to share how this reading applies to your connection and to your SP, I love to interact with people in the comments. I would love it if you would leave a comment. And if you'd like to connect for a personal reading, the instructions are in the description down below. Okay. Okay, so here we've got R, H. That makes me think of a prescription. Is that, no, that's RX. That's interesting. I wonder why I thought of a prescription there. We've got Z, K, and, oh, NED. That also makes me think of medicine. So yeah, this could be a situation where one or both of you has health problems that, that you help one another through. Ooh, that could be a reason why you know for a fact that this connection is so ride or die, because even very early on, you get an opportunity to see that this person doesn't run. They stick. When times get tougher, they stick harder. That is such a rarity in this world, pile 3. Again, it is an incredible blessing. An incredible blessing. And I hate it when people say like, oh, you're so lucky to have that other person, even though there is an element of fortune and blessing anytime we find love. But the phrase lucky, I think, implies that you don't necessarily deserve it, that you just kind of lucked out. But that nothing could be further from the truth, because I feel like you're bringing the same energy to this connection that your person is bringing. This person is equally lucky to have you. You both are incredibly blessed. Okay, so we got 2 4s and 2 5s. Super strong matched pair energy. That is also a common theme that has happened through all 3 piles. And then also, so the 2 4s and the 2 5s are also then 2 pairs of progressing numbers, 4 5, 4 5. So yeah, to me, that is the energy of just like relaxing and understanding that the path is being laid out as it's meant to be laid out. It's unfolding as it's meant to. The process that is unfolding here is what is meant to happen. So just kind of relax and enjoy. Okay, Aries, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Libra. Oh, interesting, because there was crossover in the zodiac signs from the first 2 piles, but this is completely fresh zodiac energy here. Love to see that. There are several oversized charms that have come out here. Oh, the intertwined hearts. Yes, yeah, absolutely. That's so 4 of Wands. That is tying your heart together. That's making me think of the Celtic hand fasting ceremony. We've got an anchor here. That's a charm that came out in one of the other readings as well. So yeah, this is where you have dropped anchor with each other. This is where you have decided to put down roots to build your life. Okay, the sun and the moon charm. Absolutely yin-yang energy, matched pair energy. Love it. Oh, I love that. And then the moon. So yeah, that is, the moon came out prominently in the tarot in one of the other piles. And yeah, so I feel like that's communication. And especially with this opposites attract, like the tension between your 2 problem-solving approaches, I think that communication is going to be especially important to really get clear, direct communication built as a foundation early on in the relationship. Okay, we've got music. So yeah, this could be a musical connection, like you met through music. You have a very strong, like overlapping musical fan taste, like maybe you met through a fandom. It also could just be that your higher selves are sending messages back and forth to one another through lyrics and songs. Okay, so with the chameleon here, I do feel like there's going to need to be some unlearning going on one or both sides for you about the urge or the just initial response to sort of change to fit in with the other person. This is a connection where you can feel safe being yourself, and so can your person. But I think that that might take some getting used to. I think that's going to be something that is refreshing, but also maybe even a little scary to lean into it and to understand that you can trust it. Finally, with this cat, yeah, that is giving me, ooh, that is actually tying into me with this, like, you know, lizard, gecko, chameleon. And then the cat, the thing that those two have in common is kind of stretching out and luxuriating in the sunlight. And with the sun card coming out so prominently in the oracle cards, I think that one of the telltale features, one of the, like the epitome of this connection is the happiness, the warmth, the joy, the satisfaction, and the happiness that permeates it. Alrighty, so that is what I have for you, Pile 3. Again, I would love it if you would like, subscribe, comment. It helps the channel to grow, and I appreciate it more than you know. If you do want to connect with me for a personal reading, the instructions are in the description box below. But I want to wrap this up by letting you know, Pile 3, that I am proud of you. You matter. You are loved, you are worthy, and you are enough. Okay, bye, Pile 3.